Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm going to show you how to install a windscreen on your Halcyon 250 and 450. The hardware that you'll be getting are 4 of the M8x20s with nuts and washers. You have 2 brackets that will be going on your top plate, as well as these adapter brackets that will be connecting your windscreen. Your windscreen will be fully assembled. I'm just going to use this bar as a mock-up. So the first thing we're going to need to do is remove these 2 top flange bolts off your top plate. You'll want a 15mm wrench, and we're going to want to clock the steering left. These bolts are Loctited in, so they're a little stiff to get off. You want to smack it with the mallet until it breaks loose. There you go. Same for the other side. Might be able to get it by hand. Some are tighter than others, but just in case, it helps. One thing you want to keep an eye on is making sure if you're using a ratcheting wrench that you're not going to pinch your bolt in between your handlebar here. So make sure you remove that before you spin this out some more. On the 450s, this bolt, if I can get it here, will come straight out. On the 250s, you're actually going to come in contact with your handlebar. So what you're going to do with a 250 is loosen these 4 bolts, sorry, and then your handlebars are going to swing downwards. This will allow clearance for your flange bolt to pop out the rest of the way. So now that you have those 2 flange bolts removed, we're going to place these brackets in place of. To differentiate left and right, you'll see that brake. So that brake or whatever is going to point downwards and not upwards. So make sure you're paying attention to that. So installing this right-hand side, we'll use the same flange bolt that we just removed, making sure that brake is pointing down. All right, once you have those 2 brackets in place, I have them loose here so you can kind of adjust them as needed. We're going to install this bracket here. I'm going to place it on the outermost surface, and then it's up to you if you want to put the bolt from the outside in or inside out. It's up to you. And then just so this isn't dangling, I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up a little bit. Not too tight because you still want to be able to adjust it as needed. We'll do the same for the other side. Okay. Next step it would be attaching your windscreen. Yours, of course, will be fully assembled. For me, I'm just using this bar. Obviously, these aren't lining up. That's why we keep that loose, so you can kind of push things in or outwards, whichever you need to do. The windscreen is going to sit on the inside of those brackets you just installed. You may need to approach these outer bolts from the inside out. Reason being is because with your windscreen, you actually have a bolt running through these outer holes that interfere from you being able to insert it from the outside in. All right, we're going to do the same for the other side here. Remember that the windscreen sits on the inside of those brackets. Now that you got the hardware in place, we're going to go ahead and snug this one up just a little bit more as well. Not too tight. All right, so now that we left those, or the reason we left those snug, rather, is we need to be able to center it up left and right, as well as your height adjustment. I'm just going to take in account everything around as far as what is centered. I'm going to use this button or even the key switch. Once you have left and right, we're going to go ahead and tighten these flange bolts here. Okay. All right, now that we got those tightened, we'll just need to tighten these 4 M8 bolts. This allows you to adjust it to your personal preference. Once you have it just about where you want it, we'll go ahead and tighten everything up. All right, and that's how you install a windscreen.